have any essential oils, Palo Santo, or a candle, go ahead and light it up. Or light up whatever you want of your choice. Passing it on to all of you. Find a comfortable seat. Any kind of comfortable seat you'd like. Set up your space. Get your water or your tea. So, I am reading a book that's called Own Your Glow. It's by Latham Thomas. Latham. I don't want to be saying her name wrong. But she's the author and founder of Mama Glow. And there's some real good gems in here, so I'm going to be sharing some of those with you. Going through some meditations that she offers in her book, trying them out with you, and I would love to hear what you think about these meditations, how it supported you, or maybe it did nothing for you. Whatever comes up, I would just love to hear about how this flow goes for you today, because I'm going to be doing a fusion of pulling from this book as well as flowing and moving our body as well, the way I normally would teach. So come to a comfortable seat. Either crisscross your feet or sitting on your shins, whatever feels good to you. Grounding down through the parts of your body that are touching the ground. So right now, my sit bones and parts of my leg are touching the ground, so I really want to push down with those parts and then actively lift up. So I can be sitting in just like this, or I can lift up, right? Belly towards my spine, keeping my spine nice and long. If your chin is coming up, bring it down just a little bit to lengthen the back of your neck as well. Allow your hands to rest on your knees, palms facing down to let go, palms facing up to receive. One down, one up, if you're doing both. So something I thought was interesting in this book is they talk about how are you a receiver, along the lines of like, are you good at receiving things? Are you good at taking? Are you good at being accepting of when someone is giving? Right? What shows up for you, and how do you fall back if you are not that type of person, and why are you not that type of person? So my palms are up because I'm ready to receive and fully taking in whatever this flow, this practice brings us today. So take a moment to set an intention for your practice. Whatever intention you want that to be. If you don't have one right now, no worries. Maybe you find one within your practice or later in the day. I want you to sit with this quote just for a minute, breathing deeply, feeling your breath going into your body and feeling what it feels like to release the breath out of your body. So sit with this quote. I'm going to read it to you. It's from Tao Te Ching, which is an ancient Chinese philosophical text, and this is written in Latham Thomas's book, Own Your Glow. When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. When I let go of what I have, I receive what I need. I'll read that one more time. When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. When I let go of what I have, I receive what I need. When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. When I let go of what I have, I receive what I need. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Sigh it away. Deep breath in. Release. Take 2 more breaths just like that, moving at the speed and pace of your own breath. Coming back to your natural breath. If your eyes are closed, gently open up your eyes. Bring your hands by your side. And then reach your arms out away from your body. Reach it all the way up. And come into this V position. Relax your shoulders, palms facing each other, as if you're holding a giant beach ball over your head. Look up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, look forward. Reach your arms up a little bit more. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, reach over to your right side. Maybe look under your left armpit. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, reach over to the left side. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, bring your arms back down. Have your hands press into the ground by your side. And let you feel a little bit lighter underneath yourself, kind of pushing the ground away with your hands. And release. Push the ground away and release. Push the ground away one more time and release. Reach your arms in front of you. Bring your fingertips away from your shoulders so hands are in line with your shoulders. Pulling away, curving in the back of your spine. Bring your forehead down. And then inhale, bending at your elbow. Reach your elbows back, palms facing in front of you, opening up your chest. Bring your gaze to the sky. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, open up. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, open up. One more time. Reach forward. Open up. And come back to a neutral spine. Let your hands rest on your knees. Notice your breath in this moment. When you're ready, roll over your knees onto hands and knees. Wrists come below your shoulders or a little bit wider. Knees directly below your hips. Everything in line with one another. Look in between your knees and see if you can hide your feet so you can't see them in between your legs. Your feet are hidden behind your thighs here. Belly towards your spine, nice neutral back. Reaching your head forward, but also reaching your hips back. That counter movement here. Push the floor away with your hands and the back of your feet and your shins. On your inhale, drop the weight of your belly. Lift your chest towards the sky. Exhale, belly towards the spine. Drop the weight of your head. Inhale, taking a few cat-cows here on your own. Moving at the speed and pace of your own breath. Or making whatever movements feel good to you in your body. Option to continue your cat-cows, or maybe sway your hips side to side and look back at your feet. Maybe take big circles with your hips in one direction. If you are making circles, make sure you go in the opposite direction as well. And then sit back onto your heels, coming into a child's pose. Let the weight of your head go. If you can't reach your forehead to the floor, stack your fists and allow your forehead to rest on your fists. Relax your shoulders. Option to be here or maybe here. Whatever you need. Any variation of child's pose is fine. Allow yourself to surrender and breathe into this pose. Reach your arms long above your head. Plant your fingertips and your palms firmly into the mat. On your inhale, lift up, hands and knees. Curl your toes under and send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Make whatever movements feel good to you here, maybe bending one knee at a time. Maybe you bend both knees and push the floor away, reaching your chest towards your thighs. And on your exhale, trying to open up the back of your legs, reaching your heels towards the ground as much as possible. Maybe you widen your stance and shift your hips side to side. Find 2 full breaths here of complete stillness in your downward facing dog. Allow the weight of your head to go. Decompress your spine. Allow your spine to elongate. On your inhale, coming into a high plank. And as you exhale, lower your knees, chest, chin, all the way down. Inhale, come up to a baby cobra. Exhale, push up, curl your toes under. Go through plank and back to downward facing dog. Take baby steps all the way to your hands and fold in here. Let the weight of your head go. Allow yourself to sway side to side and breathe deeply. Bend your knees a lot and gently rise one vertebra at a time. Roll your shoulder at the top. Let your head stack on top of your spine. Notice your breath. Notice your body. Notice how your intention may or may not be manifesting right now. How can you manifest your intention right now in this space and in this moment? Gently open up your eyes. Ground down through the mount of your big toe, pinky toe, and heel of your right foot. We're going to work into some balancing. I'm going to face this way. So ground down into your right foot, really create a root, a foundation. Lift your right toes up and then gently lower one toe at a time. We'll try that one more time. Ground down through the mound of your big toe, pinky toe, and heel. Lift your right toes up and then gently see if you can lower each toe down. And then allow your toes to relax. Creating that foundation here, option to place your left foot on your ankle, your calf below your knee, or pull it up into your groin above your knee. Vriksasana, tree pose, opening up your hips, okay? You want your left knee to point directly into that leftward direction. Hips are in line with one another, so if you feel like you're dumping into one hip more than the other, see if you can align it, make it nice and long, nice and in line with one another. So if you put your hands on your hip bones and one is going down, one is going up, see if you can get them in line with one another. Option to place your hands on your hip, find a space or spot in front of you that is not moving, your drishti, or your point of engagement with your eyes. Option to place your hands in front of your heart. Anahatasana. Anahata is your heart chakra. Option to place it on your forehead, your third eye chakra. And maybe if you find balance in all of these spaces, you reach your arms up past your crown chakra. And maybe you open up your arms. Continue breathing. If you have balance here, or if you fall out, come right back into it. We're just practicing. Option to play with a dancing tree. Maybe you find stillness and you look up. Maybe you play with closing your eyes. Bring your hands back to your hips. Point your left knee forward and step your left foot to meet your right. I oftentimes have a lot of tightness in my ankles, so I'm rolling out my ankles to help loosen that up a little bit. If you need to do that, go ahead and do it as well. Maybe even shaking it out helps a little bit too. And then same thing on the other side, grounding down through the mound of your big toe, pinky toe, and heel. Lift your left toes up and see if you can lower each toe, one toe at a time. Sometimes it's harder on one side than the other. And then do that one more time. Lift your toes up and then lower one toe at a time. And then allow your toes to relax. Grounding down, really creating those roots in your left leg. Activating those muscles in your left leg. And then you can place your right foot on your left ankle, your calf below your knees, or lift it up into your groin right here. And again, same thing on this side. Don't want your knee to be pointing forward. You want it to be opening up your hips as much as possible and pointing towards the right side as much as possible. Our bodies are all different, so no worries. If your hips are out of whack a little bit, see as much as possible how you can get them in line with one another. Place your hands on your hips. Find a spot in front of you that is not moving, your drishti, your point of engagement with your eyes, where you're gazing. This is a really meditative practice, vriksasana, tree pose. Belly towards your spine, nice and long. Keep it strong. Option to place your hands in front of your heart. Option to bring your hands to your third eye chakra. Option to reach all the way up past your crown chakra. And when you feel that you have balance, you can play around with your tree, opening up your arms, maybe dancing tree. Or maybe you find stillness and you look up. Maybe you play with closing your eyes. Wherever you are, bring your hands to your hips. Point your right knee in front of you and place it down next to your left foot. And again, I'm going to roll out my ankles because I have tight ankles. And then when you're done, bring your feet together. Ground down through the big toe, pinky toe, and heel of both feet. Pressing down, really activating your legs. Let your hands come by your side, Tadasana, mountain pose. And just notice your body. Notice maybe any points of tension in your legs, or in your mind. Notice if maybe one side was more balanced than the other side. Notice your breath and your space around you. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. From here, bring your hands to your hips. Come into a flat back. And hold this position for one more breath. Come up onto the toes of your right foot. So maybe you're bending into your right knee a little bit. Ground down through your left foot. And then see if you can step your right foot back just to the middle of your mat. Both legs are nice and straight. Back is still nice and flat here. And then exhale, fold forward. Pyramid pose. Breathe here. Bending into your left knee this time, just a little bit of a bend. I want you to bend into your right knee as well, and then shift your weight back. So lift up your left toes, bending into your right knee, and surrender here. And then using your momentum, shift back a little bit more. Step forward, step your right foot to meet your left and fold in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Realign your feet if you need to. Bring your hands to your hips. Come into a flat back. Bend into that left knee this time, lifting up your left heel, grounding down through your right foot, and then see if you can step your left foot back to the middle of your mat. Both legs are straight here. Back is nice and flat. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold in. Both toes are pointing towards the front of your mat. And we're just folding in and breathing here. And then bending into both knees and shifting our hips back, lifting our right toes. Fold in and breathe. Using our momentum, shift back, step your left foot to meet your right at the top, fold in. Bring your hands to your hips, coming into a flat back. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, lift all the way up. Bring your hands by your side, Tadasana, mountain pose. We'll do one more standing balancing pose here. I want you to ground down through the mount of your big toe, pinky toe, and heel, just like we did for Vriksasana, tree pose. But this time, we're going to lift up our right knee. Now you can grab a hold of your right knee, or maybe your big toe. Wherever you are, grab a hold. If you extend and you notice that your knee is bending, grab a hold of your right knee. In these poses, we have to let go of ego. You might be right here, and that's totally fine. This is where you'll practice. Maybe you're here and you open up your knee, and this is where you practice. Maybe you're practicing between here and here. Wherever you are, we're holding this pose and we're breathing. Maybe you reach your left arm over, bringing your thumb and your pointer finger to touch. Maybe your gaze is forward. Maybe it's over your left shoulder. Wherever you are, if you fall out, come right back into it and try it again. Breathe here. Bring your left hand to your hip if you have it out. Bring your right knee in front of you, and then place it down. Just notice your breath here. Breathing into your balance, both mentally and physically. Grounding down through your right foot this time, and same thing on the other side. Start with bending your left knee, grabbing a hold of your left knee or maybe your left big toe. Right? You can be here, here, maybe you're here, and here. Wherever you are, hold on to your pose and just breathe. Maybe you reach your right arm over, coming into that mudra with your fingers, right? Thumb and your pointer finger touching. Maybe you gaze forward, maybe you gaze over your right shoulder. Wherever you are, even if you fall out, come right back into it and just breathe. Bring your right hand back to your hip, point your left knee forward and step it down to meet your right. Bring your big toes to touch or your feet to touch, whatever is comfortable for you. Or maybe your feet are hip width distance apart, just a little bit wider. Reach your arms up, palms facing each other. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sit back into Utkatasana, chair pose. Look down, make sure you can see your big toes. Tailbone comes down, chest comes up, bring your gaze between your arms. Breathe here. See if you can sit back a little bit more. Bring your hands to your chest. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, twist over to the right side. Bring your left elbow to the outer edge of your right knee. Look down at your feet and make sure your knees are in line with one another so that one knee is not coming out more. They're both in line with one another and you're still twisting over. Option to stay right here or maybe open up your side twist. Option to stay here or maybe play with your side crow. I'm going to play with my side crow and see how this goes. Wherever you are breathing into the pose. Sorry for my language. All right, if you're in this side position, come back through center. Inhale, come back to a standing pose. Allow your legs to rest and relax. Maybe move from your toes to your heels. And then set yourself back up again. Reach your arms up. Exhale, sit back into your chair pose. Bring your hands in front of your heart. And twist over to the left side this time. Look down at your knees, make sure they're in line with one another. So one's not bulging out more than the other. Maybe sit back a little bit more. Open your prayer if you have it in your practice. If you want to play with your side crow, go ahead and try to play with it. I'm going to try, but I always seem to do this when I'm wearing shorts, which is super sweaty. Whatever position you're in, continue to breathe in that position. Yeah, way too sweaty. Inhale, come back through center, coming into a standing position. Allow your hands to come back down to your side. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step back into a high plank, and lift back up, downward facing dog. We are going to move just a little bit. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. And breathe here. Let's honor this low lunge position. Really push that left heel back. And when you're ready, plant your left hand down and reach your right arm up for a twist. Keep pushing that left heel back, reaching that left heel back. Exhale, bring your right hand down. Lower your left knee, Anjaneyasana. Reach up. Bend your elbow, open your chest to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands back down. Heel toe your feet to the outer edge of your mat, coming into your lizard pose. Option to place your hands here. Keep your right knee hugged into your right shoulder, or maybe you come down onto your elbows. Again, nice flat back, right knee hugged into your right shoulder. Gaze comes right below your nose. And breathe into the pose. Coming back up onto your hands. Curl your left toes under and coming into a three-legged dog. Right leg reaches all the way back up. And on your exhale, right ankle comes to your left wrist. Pigeon pose. Now your pigeon pose can stay right here. You might be working on this position. And that's awesome. Breathe into it. If you want to come into a relaxed pigeon, reach your hands forward. Maybe you're on your hands. Maybe you come down onto your elbows. Wherever you are, breathe into the pose. See if you can keep your hips square in this position. See how that might change the position for you. Coming up on your hands, curl your left toes under, going into a three-legged dog. Exhale, step your right foot to meet your left into your downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here in your down dog. Inhale, reach your left leg up. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Again, honoring this low lunge position. Really reach your right heel back. Nice and strong here. When you're ready, ground down through your right hand and reach your left arm up for a twist. Breathe here. Place your left hand down, lower your right knee, Anjanyasana. Reach your arms up. Bend into your elbows, reach your chest towards the sky. Activate your legs nice and strong. Exhale, bring your hands to the inner of your left thigh. Heel toe your left foot out. Lizard pose here, option to stay right here on your hands, or option to come down onto your forearms. Whatever works for you, as long as your left knee is hugged to your left thigh. Your spine is nice and long. Make sure we're not curving into our spine. Spine nice and long. Breathe here. Coming up on your hands, curl your right toes under, coming into a three-legged dog. Left ankle to your right wrist, pigeon pose on this side. Option to stay right here and work into this pose, this pigeon pose. If you want a relaxed pigeon pose, reach your hands forward. Maybe you stay on your hands. Maybe you come down onto your forearms. Maybe you lie all the way down on your chest. Wherever you are, breathe into the pose. This is your practice and your time. Do what works for you in your body. Again, see if you can shift your hips, squaring your hips, and see how that changes things for you. And just breathe into it. Breathe into the discomfort. Allow yourself to release those muscles or areas of tension. Coming up on your hands, curl your right toe under, three-legged dog. Coming into a downward facing dog. Nod your head yes, shake your head no, and then walk your feet, keeping them as wide as your mat. Walk your feet to your hands, point your toes out, let the weight of your head go. And bend your knees here and gently rise one vertebra at a time. Roll your shoulders at the top, let your head stack on top of your spine. Reach your arms up. Bring your palms to touch at the top of your head. And take a deep breath in. As you exhale, coming down, all the way down into a Malasana squat. If you have a block or cushion, place it under your bottom to help you balance. Use your elbows to open up your hips. Reach your chest up. Spine is nice and long. Breathe here. Then allow your hands to release, come in front of you, palms facing up, and then gently allow yourself to roll back onto your bottom. And balance, Navasana boat pose. So any variation of Navasana boat pose that you'd like to take, maybe your knees are bent and you're grabbing a hold of the back of your knees. Whatever you do, we're not curving into our spine. Keep your spine nice and long, belly towards your spine, chest up. Option to stay here, maybe release from the back of your thighs, maybe extend your legs. Maybe reach your arms up. wherever you are. Breathe into the pose. Use your core. You are stronger than you think you are. Crunch in. And as you exhale, lower all the way down. Palms facing up. Let your legs splay out. Take 2 breaths here. Hug your knees into your chest. Keep your right knee hugged in. Extend your left leg long. Let your right knee fall over to the left side. Open up your right arm. Keep your right shoulder glued to the mat. Supine twist. Breathe. Take nice deep breaths. Allow your muscles to release. When you're ready, hug your knees back into your chest. Give yourself a little sway side to side, massaging out your lower back and neutralizing your spine. Hug your knees in. Keep your left knee hugged in. Extend your right leg long. Open up your left arm. Keep your left shoulder glued to the mat and let your knees fall over to the right side. Bring your gaze over your left shoulder and breathe. When you're ready, hug both knees into your chest. An option to take whatever movements feel good to you here. Take the next 3 minutes to take a happy baby, maybe an inversion, bridge pose, headstand, shoulder stand, handstand, legs up the wall. Whatever feels good to you, do that now. You have 3 minutes of free movement. If you are in an inversion, begin to make your way down. I'm going to ask that you start setting up for your Shavasana, a guided meditation today. And as you make your way down, your guided meditation today is coming from this book, Own Your Glow, A Soulful Guide to Luminous Living and Crowning the Queen Within by Latham Thomas. And this meditation is around forgiveness. I'm going to read you through this. If you want to light a candle, light some Palo Santo, get some essential oils, feel free to do that. We will begin in just about 30 seconds. with our guided meditation. It's important that you find a comfortable space, maybe lying down on your back, palms facing the ceiling. Maybe put your feet in Baddha Konasana, so feet together, knees out, opening up your arms, so you're more in an open receiving space as well. So whatever works for you. Whatever feels good to you in your body. Okay. Come to your comfortable position, lying down on your back, allowing your body to completely relax. Gently close your eyes and breathe. Breathe gently into your heart space. Notice where you feel any tension or restriction. Are you able to breathe deeply? Allow yourself to feel the narrowing walls of the fortress created by the weight of the emotions you have carried so long. As you breathe, become aware of any constriction around your heart. Forgiveness allows us to breathe with ease. Inhale and begin asking yourself for forgiveness, and extend forgiveness from your own heart to others who have caused you pain. Turn your attention to your own precious body and life. Let yourself begin to visualize the ways you have hurt or have been unkind to yourself. Allow any sensations of pain or sorrow you have been carrying with you to come to the surface, and release yourself of these burdens. Extend forgiveness to yourself for each of them. Forgiveness mantra to release myself from myself. Repeat after me. I have wronged myself, intentionally and unknowingly, through abuse or abandonment, through words or harsh actions. I forgive myself. I'm ready to let this go. Take a moment to visualize the ways you may have hurt others. Acknowledge the pain you have caused out of your own fear. Tap into your own genuine sorrow. Know that you can release this burden and ask for forgiveness. Picture each memory that still burdens your heart. Are you ready to let go and move forward? Forgiveness mantra to release myself from those I have hurt. Repeat after me. I have wronged people in my life, intentionally and unknowingly, through abuse or abandonment, through words or harsh actions. I ask for your forgiveness. Allow yourself to visualize the ways others have wronged you, causing pain or confusion. Feel the sorrow you have carried from past, and know that now you can release this burden of pain by extending forgiveness when your heart is ready. Forgiveness mantra to release those who have hurt me. Repeat after me. I have been wronged by people in my life, intentionally and unknowingly, through abuse or abandonment, through words or harsh actions. I have carried this pain far too long. I wish to move on. I offer my forgiveness. To those who have caused me harm, I offer my forgiveness. I forgive you. Let yourself gently repeat these 3 mantras of forgiveness while in deep visualization until you start to feel a release in your heart. You may find you are not quite ready to let go and move on. Be gentle with yourself. Forgiveness is not something I can force upon you. I can only encourage you to continue the practice of softening to your vulnerability and let the words and visualizations work to open your heart. Bring your awareness to these visualizations and continue to breathe. Allow yourself to release. When you hear the bell, you may let go of these mantras, this visualization, and this meditation. Allow yourself to release this meditation and these mantras, bringing your awareness back into your body and into your breath. Take a deep breath in and release. Bring your awareness back into your body, making gentle movements to wake up your body. When you're ready, reach your arms long above your head and point your toes, giving yourself a super long stretch, like you just woke up. Bend your knees and roll over to the right side into the fetal position and pause here. The fetal position is the position of rebirth and reawakening, as if you've just been given a new life to live. Give gratitude to the way your body moves and breathes. Give gratitude where gratitude is deserved. Take 5 full breaths here. When you're ready, push yourself up into a seated position. Bring your hands to rest on your knees. Allow your eyes to close or have a soft gaze in front of you. Take a deep breath in. Release. This time, take a deep breath in and allow your exhale to be longer than your inhale. We'll do this 3 times, moving at the speed and pace of your own breath. Exhale is longer than your inhale. Coming to your natural breath. I'm going to Om 3 times. You may listen to the sound of Om or Om with me. Bring your hands together or press your hands against your chest. Breathe in. Thank you for joining me in this practice. Namaste.